322.
Okay, we've got another call.
Just one more thing. Is there a fee for the meeting on Sunday? Is there a charge?
Yes, it's $20.
All right, thank you.
Thank you for calling.
Bye-bye.
Good evening. Can we help you?
Hello, Bill. First time I saw you was on Bryce Bond's show last year, and I still held on to that tape. But one thing I'd like to know is, how do we know you're not one of the government? I mean, you have some really outrageous stories to tell, and you're still alive to tell about it.
Well, the only reason I'm still alive to tell about it is number one, I don't have a political following, because most people are just exactly what the elite think that they are, stupid. And if that hurts anybody's feelings, that's tough. It happens to be the truth. Number two, I am so much in front of the public eye that any effort to do anything to me would confirm that everything that I'm saying is absolutely correct, and they certainly don't want that. Besides that, it doesn't matter. Why would it matter? I mean, America sent their sons and daughters to Iraq to get killed on foreign soil for a sorry excuse that had nothing to do with the defense of this country. Here I am in my country, defending my country, and everybody wants to know, why I'm doing this and how come I'm not afraid and all this other stuff. That's absolutely ridiculous. You should have been asking that of the men and women that you sent to Iraq. One thing that you can be sure of with me is that I don't want anyone to believe what I'm saying. I want you to go out and verify, and if you can't verify it, then don't believe it. But not only me. See, I'm the only one that'll tell you this. You shouldn't be believing President Bush. You shouldn't believe your own mother. You shouldn't believe me. You shouldn't believe anyone. But you've got to start using your brains to figure things out and stop accepting what you're told all the time. That's how you're manipulated into the situation that we're in.
Well, the way things are going now, the economies are changing, Europe is changing, everything is changing. It's there for people to see. All they have to do is open their eyes and say, why is this all happening?
Sure. Also, if I were a government agent, why is it that every prediction that I've made has been absolutely 100% correct, and I've warned not only the American people but the world about a lot of things that they could have stopped had they only listened, and now it's too late.
And they have gone after Bill. I guess you didn't mention that at any point. They did go after Bill at one point, too.
That's correct.
Okay, we're going to have to go to the next call. Thank you for calling.
Thank you.
Good evening. Can we help you? Good afternoon. Good evening. I think that's the same girl calling twice.
No, that's not a girl. That's an airhead, stupid idiot.
Takes all kinds.
Call it what it is.
Takes all kinds. Okay, we have another call. Let's hope it's not her.
Yes.
Good evening. Can we help you? Hello?
Yes, hello?
Hello?
Yes, what is the show that I'm watching right now?
It's called the Metaphysical Experience.
Hello?
Hello? It's called the Metaphysical Experience.
What is that exactly?
Well, we'll have to talk to you some other time because we have a guest now and we want to get some questions for him. But thank you for calling. Good evening. This line is not...
There's nobody there.
There's no. Good evening. Can we help you?
No, try the other line, Ellen.
Okay.
Hello?
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 Yes, hi. Can we help you?
You know, the thing that I'm concerned with is when you say the elite, the government, it doesn't say anybody or anything. Don't you pinpoint the names?
Yes, I absolutely will. On Sunday, I suggest you attend the lecture. It's quite complicated. There are a lot of people involved. It's not one racial group. It's not one religious group. Everybody in the world so far who's claimed it's the Jews or it's the Catholics or it's the blacks are all totally off base. It is not any of those people.
Yeah, but those are ethnic groups. I'm one, you say the elite, they. Are you talking about high-powered financial people?
I'll tell you this again. If you want to know that, attend my lecture on Sunday. I'll be very happy to explain all of it to you.
Anyway, I promise you.
Good.
Okay.
Okay, thank you for calling. Good evening.
Good evening. I'm just calling into your show for the first time, and I kind of tuned in late, and I understand this gentleman's talking about our position in the Middle East as of late. I'm just wondering, I know you're asking about or saying that you want us to show up to your Sunday lecture or...
No, I was talking to that one gentleman because he asked a question that was too complicated to answer in a half-hour program.
I understand, but I'm just wondering, okay, William Cooper, I see your name up there on the screen right now.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about the U.S. policy in Central America in, like, I would say about 10 years ago? Did you do studies on every single event that the United States was involved in other countries, or are you just talking about the last particular conflict this country was in?
No, I'm talking about the last 50 years and the next 50 years. Let me explain something to you right now. There's no country on the face of this earth right at this moment that's a threat to the United States.
Oh, I agree wholeheartedly.
We have no business in foreign countries tampering with their politics or with their people or with their food supply or with their money or anything else whatsoever. To go back a little ways, we have never had any business doing anything like that.
Well, isn't it normally that, you know, the United States gets involved in a lot of these conflicts when their proprietary interests are threatened, like, for instance, in Chile in 1970-73, when we knocked out the Allende government for, you know, to put Pinochet in. I understand that 95% of the copper industry was owned and protected by United States and British interests. And I just noticed that when our interests were threatened, we immediately took action and went into this country to stop that. Now, obviously, that, you know, I do not agree with it, but the more I look at the last 50 years of U.S. politics in other countries... Let me get at the meat of the matter of what you're talking about. Yeah, because
we're almost...
What you're talking about is we went down there because our interests were threatened. What interests? A commodity that we buy.
That's correct.
Okay, that makes us hypocrites, doesn't it? Don't we believe in free trade?
Absolutely, because especially the fact that the Chilean government was democratic at the time. They had a Congress and everything.
It doesn't matter what their government is. If we really believe in free trade, they have a right to sell us whatever they want to sell us or not sell us whatever they want to sell us and charge whatever price they wish.
We have to move on. Okay. Thank you very much for calling, though.
Good night.
Good evening. May we help you?
Hello.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Yes, I just recently joined in the show. I'd like to know, ask the question, where did the idea that AIDS came out of Africa gain currency?
Where did it come out? That appeared on the media, the major network news. I don't know where the story actually originated, but it is the official explanation that it was spread by the African green monkey in the African population. But we know that that's not true because literally millions of Africans came down with AIDS at the same time. It had to be the busiest monkey on the face of this earth. But not only did they come down in Africa with AIDS at the same time, but they came down in Haiti at the same time, and in New York, Chicago, and San Francisco.
Right.
All at the same time. These are cities where there are no green monkeys.
Yeah, in completely disparate populations on different sides of the world. This doesn't make sense.
Okay, thank you. We have to move on. Good evening. May we help you?
Good evening.
Yes.
Am I on air?
Yes, you are.
Okay. I'd like to ask the following question: if this so-called elite is so intelligent, why it happens that what they're doing is aimed to self-destruction sooner or later?
Well, it's not aimed at their self-destruction, I can guarantee you that. It's aimed at their well-being and preservation. And don't ever get the idea that the people who control information, wealth, intelligence agencies, and armies are stupid. That's why you're in the position you're in. When you think they're stupid, what you're really saying is that you're stupid. And by you, I don't mean you personally. I mean all of us.
Well, I'm not saying that I'm stupid, you see, and I didn't say they're stupid.
You said if they're so smart, and that is exactly what you meant, is that they're stupid. I don't play semantic games, sir.
Okay, let's go on. Good evening. Can we help you?
Yes, I think this man is anti-American, and I think that his antics are not very funny. You know, by calling everyone stupid, he's not making a very good case for himself.
I'm not trying to make a case for myself, sir. I'm trying to save the Constitution of the United States, and I am solidly American and solidly Constitution.
But
and I don't
very elitist in your remarks.
No, not elitist. I have become wise over the years to the fact that most people don't understand anything except what they're told on their television. Most people don't even read anymore. In fact, if it's not on videotape, they don't even want to talk about it.
Okay, thank you for calling. Let's see. Good evening. Hello. Oh, okay. You know, Bill, there's a lot of other issues that Bill talks about. I don't know how we got off so much on this political stuff.
Well, we were addressing questions that were...
Yeah, I mean, it all came down to Bill really has a lot to say on political issues. He is not anti-American. He really talks about the world and where it is going, the economy and where it is going, why the economy is the way it is. These questions are kind of all out of context. You know, it's hard to take things out of context like this.
Well, it's hard for someone to tune in and listen to 5 minutes of a TV show and then even know what to ask, much less what my view or stance or anything is. And that's why I travel around the country.
Yeah, Bill does not. Yeah, Bill does not say that you have to believe him or you have to believe in his theories. He wants you thinking about what's going on. You take the information and you see what's out there in the world. You see what's going on around you, and you see what works and what doesn't work. The idea is for you to think about what's going on in our economy. Why is this economy the way it is? We did not address, as we'll soon be running out of time, a very, very important issue, the issue of extraterrestrials. We've got about another 2 minutes left. We can't take any more calls, unfortunately. But the issue of extraterrestrials is everywhere on television now. Wherever you look, they're either doing a movie, a miniseries, a TV show, a sitcom, everything. Talk shows are on it, and everybody has their own theories, their own opinions, their own belief systems. You have to respect everybody's belief system. Everybody has their own feelings about what's really going on with all of this. And all that Mr. Cooper says and that I say is that you should look, you should listen. Don't necessarily believe in any one person's philosophy.
I go farther than that, Ellie. You can't believe anyone anymore. In this day and age, you must learn how to dig out facts for yourself. If you don't, you're always going to be the puppet on somebody else's string. And all you have to do is look around to understand that that's happening. If you don't understand it's happening, then you've been a puppet for so long that you got this, the string is tangled around your neck.
Well, we're just about out of time, and I thank you for coming. We brewed up a little trouble here. And for those of you who would like to hear Mr. Cooper, once again, he'll be at the Universalist Church this Sunday. The lecture starts at 4. We suggest you get there a little bit earlier. We thank you for calling in, those of you who did, with the good questions and the good information. Just think about what's around. Think about how your life is. Of course, I am more into metaphysical growth and things of that kind, which we discuss at other times, and hopefully we'll see you on Sunday. Okay, on that note, good evening. Thank you for joining us.